friends, welcome to another video. I am once again by my bedroom window because it's another gray day in Michigan and we have like no daylight. So I shouldn't say no daylight because like people in Alaska legitimately have no daylight. Excuse the no makeup. It's the week in between Christmas and New Year's and I just didn't feel like putting makeup on. I actually despise putting makeup on. I like looking nice, but the whole process of putting makeup on I actually hate. But that's not what we're talking about today. I have my whole stack of, I got 2 new cookbooks for Christmas. I have my recipe binder that has all my favorites in it, and I have my planner, which is where I meal plan. So we are planning out the month of January. And if you haven't looked at my previous videos, go look at those, but we are doing a no spend January. So basically I'm not depleting my long-term food storage, and I am not depleting my freezers and my pantry like I would normally do during a no spend month, because I've worked really hard to build those up, and with the current shortages and stuff, I just don't want to do that. So but what I am going to do is I'm going to hunt through the freezer and the pantry for those items that just have lingered in there for a really long time, and I am going to plan meals around those to get those used up. But kind of all the staple stuff I'm going to leave alone and just purchase what I need to. But that being said, I am planning very, very simple meals, cheap meals, not like bad for you food, but inexpensive meals to try to keep our grocery budget low, so that we can do a good no spend and save some money. We're going to be saving money because we're not going to be spending money, you know, on stuff that we don't absolutely need anyway. So this is a very long introduction for a meal plan video, but here we go. I'm going to get started and then I will show you what I come up with in, I don't know, half an hour or so. Here is my planner, and actually this is where I will be writing everything down. This is just how I break it up. And then I have my freezer inventory and my pantry inventory, and actually I keep a really detailed list to begin with. So this is all up to date from December, so really all I have to do is transfer this over. I probably could even just swap these because there's really nothing that needs to change. So anyway, I don't have to go look through my freezers and pantry because I have just taken inventory and this is very up to date, so I know what I have. I am definitely making progress. I am currently in the Half-Baked Harvest cookbook and definitely making progress. Just have a few more dinners to find, and then lunch is looking good and maybe some more sides, and then we should be all set. But I am going to try this braised pork tamale burrito bowls, and she does polenta for the bowl part, but I actually think I'm gonna substitute quinoa and put everything on top of the quinoa. All right, I made it through the first cookbook. Now I'm going to, this is my brand new one from Christmas. This is her newest one. I'm gonna look through this, but lately I've just been finding it easier to keep my list as I go. This is for Aldi, and then I will actually put whatever I need from Sam's Club and Walmart. I will put those ingredients right into my order in the app on my phone as I'm doing this, just to save a step at the end. All right, finished. A little longer than I was expecting, had some interruptions. Just got dinner in the Crock-Pot. And so now let's go through and I'm gonna tell you what we're having for dinner. And then as always, I will link anything that I can link down below so that you have the recipes. So we are going to do a venison pot pie. I have some leftover pie crust from Christmas, and I'm always looking for ways to use up venison. I have some canned venison. actually from 2020 that I need to use up. A couple cans left of that. We are having our small group over, and so I'm going to do rigatoni bake for that, plus a white lasagna. I think I'm going to use ham that I have in the freezer and like an Alfredo sauce, maybe make it sort of like a chicken cordon bleu type lasagna, but I have everything for that, minus the cheese. Then we're going to use up Mississippi pot roast from the freezer. I did a big one up this month and we didn't eat all of it, so I immediately put half of it in the freezer, and it's totally ready to go. All I have to do is thaw it out and warm it up. We are having pork chops Scallopini, I think that's how you say that. That's from the new Pioneer Woman cookbook. Tortellini Primavera, which is actually a Pioneer Woman recipe, but from her blog, I think, but it's one I've been making forever and everyone loves it. Mugu Gaya Pan, that is from Pinterest. That is a staple in our house. Although Walmart wouldn't let me order the water chestnuts that go in it, so I don't know why, but we'll just have to do without if they don't have it. Meatball stroganoff, I haven't made this one in a while, but it's really easy. You take frozen meatballs and you cook them in beef broth, and then you make like a just a traditional stroganoff sauce and serve it over egg noodles. Chili mac, we generally have that once a month in the winter months. Everybody likes it. It's super easy. Jambalaya, Jericho's the only one that complains about that one, but all the rest of us like it. And I have some smoked sausage in the freezer already. Barbecue Crock-Pot chicken. I haven't made that in a really long time, but it is literally like frozen chicken in the Crock-Pot, and you pour barbecue sauce over it and let it cook until it shreds. And then I will do some sort of side with that one. Plain old tacos, that's one of Jericho's favorites, or just plain old tacos. Insta-Pot chicken burrito bowl. This is always a good one. Super easy in the Insta-Pot, and I'm looking for quick stuff as well because I know we have basketball starting up for Julia and Jericho, so I'm definitely going to need some quick meals to be able to get dinner on the table quickly. Tikka masala, that is always a favorite, and if I need to put in a Thrive Market order, but I do have a backup jar in case I don't get to do that this month. This is from Half Baked Harvest. This braised pork tamale burrito bowl looks delicious. I think I already mentioned that one. Tater tot casserole, super simple. Everyone likes it. Cedar plank oven salmon, that's also from Half Baked Harvest, and I'm pretty sure I have a cedar plank left over from grilling this summer. Hello. So I'm just gonna do that in the oven. Chicken shawarma bowls. I've made this once before. It's a Pinterest recipe, and it is very, very delicious. Sweet potato quinoa tacos. That's from Half Baked Harvest. And if there's gonna be one that the kids complain about, it's probably gonna be this one. But I have, like, I'm gonna use quinoa in this one, and I have a bunch of quinoa in the pantry that we just have not touched in a really long time, so I want to use that up. Speedy dumpling soup. This looked absolutely delicious. That's from the new Pioneer Woman cookbook, and it's like you would think chicken and dumplings, but it's like an Asian dumpling, Asian pot sticker soup. Tuscan chicken. This is one of my favorite Trim Healthy Mama meals, and I will serve that over pasta. Taco shells and cheese. This is from Pioneer Woman. It just looked really good, and I will be using, let's see, this uses like a Velveeta, and then this recipe from her I'm going to use this as a side dish, uses Velveeta also, so that way I can just use it up. Teriyaki chicken sheet pan, that's from Pioneer Woman, and it calls for teriyaki. I don't have any, and I have this hoisin sauce to use up in the fridge, so I'm just going to use that instead, maybe thin it out a little bit with soy sauce. It'll be totally fine. And then Best of Both Worlds enchilada. This one looked really interesting. It's half green enchiladas, half red enchiladas in the same pan, and our family actually likes both. And so I thought that would be kind of a fun thing to do. I'd never thought of doing that. So that's all our dinners. I am still loving our lunch rotation, which is like snack plate, flatbread pizzas, air fryer lunch, and hamburgers. And then they do get kind of tired of the snack plate being the same thing. So one day we'll have buffalo chicken dip with veggies and chips and stuff. And then one day Julia and I will make sushi, and Jericho can have a burger that day. Just a bunch of options there. This winter slaw is a Ina Garten recipe, which my sister brought it to Christmas, and it is delicious. So I plan on bringing that to our next small group when we need to bring something. I think it'll be delicious. It has kale and shaved Brussels sprouts and very yummy. I haven't done homemade granola bars in a while, so I'm going to do that. I have a bunch of sweet potatoes to use up, so I thought that that would be awesome. And then I might just do some baked sweet potatoes, just the regular stuff. And then this is a Pioneer Woman recipe. I always have stuff on hand to make desserts. And then breakfast, I'm wanting to make this ham, broccoli, and mozzarella bake, which is really good. And then I just portion it out and heat it up for breakfast. This baked oatmeal, still loving, so delicious. And then just some regular stuff, and I put sausage and bacon because I just didn't want to forget that I have those in the freezer if the kids want some sort of hot breakfast like with eggs or whatever. So that is our entire menu for the month of January. So far my Sam's Club order is at like $2.50 and my Walmart order is at like $50. So that brings me to $300, and I think I only did $600 this month for groceries, because as you know, groceries have gone up, and like last month I did $800 for groceries and used every bit of it. So I'm hoping to get by with $600 for groceries, and that is everything that we will need, minus a few fresh things each week that we stop for on the way home from church. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!